Why women get so emotional and freak out. Dating advice for men. Why do women experience intense emotional reactions? Let's explore the neurological and psychological factors behind this common phenomenon. Here's what you should understand about emotional processing in women. Female brains are neurologically structured differently than male brains in ways that influence emotional responses. While individual variations exist, some men have brain patterns typically associated with femininity, and some women exhibit more masculine neurological traits. We generally observe distinct emotional processing patterns based on these neurological differences. Using a general distribution pattern, we might say approximately 80% of men demonstrate more traditionally masculine brain characteristics, while 20% lean toward feminine neurological patterns. This ratio reverses for women. Those with feminine neurological wiring tend to have more developed emotional processing regions. Research suggests the emotional centers in feminine brains can be significantly more active than in masculine-oriented brains. This biological difference means situations men might perceive as minor could trigger stronger emotional responses in women, as their neurological wiring amplifies emotional processing. However, it's crucial to understand that women's emotional reactions often represent temporary states rather than permanent perspectives. A woman might feel intense frustration in one moment, only to experience completely different emotions shortly afterward. The duration of emotional recovery depends on three key factors. 1. The individual's emotional maturity and self-regulation skills. 2. The significance of the triggering event. 3. The partner's response to the emotional expression. For instance, during a disagreement, a woman might momentarily feel the relationship is irreparable, but this perspective often shifts as emotions stabilize. The key indicator of an issue's seriousness is the emotional recovery timeline. Healthy individuals typically regain emotional equilibrium faster when facing minor stressors compared to major relationship challenges. Hormonal fluctuations also play a significant role in emotional variability. Throughout menstrual cycles, natural biological changes can intensify emotional sensitivity. While these hormonal influences don't excuse unhealthy behavior, they help explain why emotional responses might vary in intensity during different phases. Navigating these emotional landscapes requires understanding that temporary emotional states don't necessarily reflect long-term desires. Partners can support emotional regulation by maintaining calm responses during conflict and recognizing when emotional expressions stem from temporary states versus deeper relationship issues. Remember that emotional intensity often correlates with passionate engagement. When channeled constructively, it can create dynamic, fulfilling partnerships marked by deep connection and mutual growth. To navigate emotional challenges effectively, it's essential to approach these situations with a sense of composure rather than allowing them to spiral into chaos. When you face these issues alongside her, you have the opportunity to emerge even more resilient. The way you respond to these challenges will significantly influence her perception of your strength. She desires a partner who exhibits strength and stability. She doesn't want you to crumble under pressure, despite any indications she might give that suggest otherwise. In reality, she relies on you to be her steadfast support in life. I've mentioned in previous videos that it's crucial for a woman to feel assured that you can assert yourself when necessary. If you can stand your ground with her, it demonstrates that you are also capable of defending her when the situation calls for it. Thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. I realize my previous statement may not have been perfectly articulated, but the essence of my message is clear. Strength in a relationship is vital.